Meghan Markle eyeing new career away from her and Prince Harry's Netflix deal. Meghan and Harry's upcoming trip to Colombia is a clear sign that the former is pursuing a political career, a royal expert has claimed. The Sussexes are set to visit the South American state later this year following an invitation from its vice president, Francia Márquez, in what will mark the second parallel royal tour in just months. But the couple's Colombian quest has raised eyebrows as rumors continue to swirl about Meghan pitching into politics, with one commentator circling the visit as a springboard for the Duke and Duchess's future ambitions outside their forays into TV and lifestyle brands. Welcome to Royal Pancakes. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe and click the notifications bell, so you don't miss any news about the British monarchy. Richard Fitzwilliams said, "The facts are that Harry and Meghan must have future ambitions that we don't know about, or at least I strongly suspect that they do. It won't just be programs and lifestyle brands. There will be something more," he told The Sun. Fitzwilliams said the trip was a means to enlarging the couple's profile, and hinted that Meghan could attempt to make her mark on the race for the White House. He continued, "It won't be long before Meghan endorses Kamala Harris and hopes, possibly, conceivably, that might lead to. This has been talked about for years, some form of political career for her possibly in future years." But the GB News regular lambasted the Sussexes' trip as an example of double standards, and said the idea of the duo as world leaders was nonsensical. Fitzwilliams also drew attention to the contrast between Prince Harry's acid attack fears about returning to the UK with the reality of travelling to Colombia, a country to which the Foreign Office warns against all but essential travel over safety threats. He said, "If Harry hadn't made the comments about Britain being dangerous or words to that effect, since he has, the optics are very weird." The Sussexes will have the exceptional opportunity to engage with leaders, youth, and women who embody the aspirations and voices of Colombians committed to progress, Colombia's VP said, but it's another VP to whom Meghan's attention is thought to be turning. Despite Meghan's rumored alignment with Kamala Harris, the Duchess has come under fire from her own side of the Atlantic, before even having a chance to make a foray into politics. Speaking to GB News, fellow presidential hopeful Donald Trump's son Eric said, "You can happily have those two, Meghan and Harry. We might not want them anymore, it feels like they're on an island of their own. You can always have bad actors in everything. You can have spoiled apples in every orchard." In 2020, Meghan worked with a number of high-profile female political figures including Michelle Obama, Hillary Clinton and Kamala Harris herself to push American women to go to the polls. But if the Duchess decided to go beyond her television career, having a royal title associated with any political office would just be a nightmare, royal commentator Natasha Livingston told the Mail. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have weighed up the risks of their Colombia tour amid the Duke of Sussex's UK security fears, GB News's royal correspondent has claimed. Cameron Walker and Svan Nansen, GB News's digital royal editor, spoke on this week's episode of the Royal Record podcast about the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's upcoming trip to Colombia. Francia Márquez, the Vice President of Colombia, announced last week that Prince Harry, 39, and Meghan, 43, will be visiting the country at her personal invitation. She said in a statement, "During their trip, the Duke and Duchess will join me in visiting Bogotá, as well as the Caribbean and Pacific regions of Cartagena and Cali." This comes as Prince Harry was interviewed on ITV about his security fears with bringing Meghan back to the UK, which she has not visited since 2022 for Queen Elizabeth II's funeral. The Duke said, "All it takes is one lone actor, one person who reads this stuff, to act on what they have read. Whether it's a knife or acid, whatever it is. These are things that are a genuine concern for me. It's one of the reasons why I won't bring my wife back to this country." During the podcast, Cameron said, "When it comes to Prince Harry and Meghan," Harry said in the ITV documentary, "he is worried about somebody reading something negative about him and Meghan in the UK press, which then sparks a so-called kind of lone wolf attack on them.